kind of fresh breaking news. Tahawwur Rana, the key plotter of 26/11 attacks in Mumbai, will arrive in India today. Now, this comes after multiple pleas that he submitted at different US courts, which were rejected over his extradition to India. And in a big win for the Indian authorities, the National Investigation Authorities are bringing back Tahawwur Rana to India today after his extradition plea against his extradition was rejected in the US top court. And now the National Investigating Agency members will bring Tahawwur Rana back to India. Also being joined by our senior executive editor Abhishek Kapoor to get us more details into the matter. Abhishek, Tahawwur Rana all set to return to India today. Talk to us about it.
Well, yes, it's a big major boost in terms of getting justice for the victims of 26/11 Mumbai terror attack, and things have moved very swiftly. I'm getting to hear from sources that an Indian team of security officials led by the NIA was already there in United States to finish off the process and to let Rana exhaust the last of his legal options available, which he exhausted yesterday with the U.S. top court, refusing to stop his extradition. And in fact, immediately the authorities have put him on board. And he's in fact on the way to India and most likely would be landing later in the day, either in Mumbai or Delhi. That we are trying to find out in a bit. We will know, and we will let the viewers also know. Most likely he would be put up in Arthur Road jail. Remember, the United States had sought certain specifications of in what conditions and how the entire judicial process, including the kind of cell and the jail he would be put in given the security requirements. All those have been taken into account, and the United States was fully satisfied. Only after that the extradition process reached this stage and went through the process that it did, and ultimately leading to his extradition, which has happened. In fact, as we speak, Tahawwur Rana is already on board a flight to India, and he would be in the custody of the National Investigation Agency. The entire operation is, of course, being supervised by the National Security Council and the National Security Adviser Ajit Doval. And immediately on his arrival, the processes of bringing him to justice and for his judicial custody and subsequent, for his police custody, as it is called, remand and his interrogation would kick in. Big development there on the Tahawwur Rana front. He's on board a flight and he's on way to India and should be landing sometime later in the day. And most likely he would be landing in Mumbai, and then the whole process of justice for 26/11 terror victims would begin, Gesu.
Right, Abhishek. In fact, Abhishek, I also want to understand what are the next steps that the government will be eyeing once he's here. I know that we know that the NIA will keep him in custody for about a few weeks after which he will be shifted to a jail. But what next, Abhishek?
Well, you see, the NIA is the nodal anti-terror agency so far as India is concerned, and NIA is involved in the process of extradition and has been the key interlocuting agency with the U.S. counterparts. So that's why Tahawwur Rana is going to remain in the NIA custody. Also, the fact that the 26/11 attack was initially investigated by the Mumbai ATS and then subsequently transferred to the NIA. So all those agencies now would be getting in. But as of now, of course, he remains in NIA custody. And remember, in the entire episode, Ajmal Kasab was caught alive. And there is a lot of material by way of his confession, which has formed the documentary evidence against Pakistan. But Tahawwur Rana is a Pakistani origin Canadian. He is someone who served in the Pakistani army. He was providing the front to David Coleman Headley to carry out all the surveillance, recce of targets, and provided the cover for David Coleman Headley's entry, exit into India. He knows a lot. He knows a lot about who in the Pakistani establishment and Pakistani ISI were doing all this. So obviously, things are moving fast is what we are getting to understand.
Right, Abhishek, thanks very much for joining in and getting us those details. Viewers now also remember Tahawwur Rana is the same person, the key perpetrator of the 26/11 Mumbai attacks. Not just that, he had also said that the people responsible, the terrorists responsible for the attack, should be given Pakistan's highest posthumous military honours. Tahawwur Rana being extradited to India will land in India today.